Hello everybody, Luke back once again, this time to dive into a newer search engine that's been out there for a little bit called Startpage. Now, this is a search engine that promises no tracking of your personal information, no collecting or selling search histories, no third-party ad trackers, and search and browse anonymously. In a day and age where, let's be honest, you are the commodity, and it feels like if you just mention something, you're getting ads and mailings and emails about it. Well, in this day and age, Startpage wants to be the answer to that. They want you to be able to search the web for things and not have to worry about getting 50,000 ads, emails, letters in the mail, and more about it. And so we're going to be taking a look at this. We're going to be diving into Startpage. How does it compare to Google? Does it stand up? What are the features? What do you need to know about this Dutch-based company? I'm a Dutch guy. It's great to see a Netherlands-based tech company getting big. And so we're going to be taking a look at what we know about it, what you should know about it, and more importantly, we're going to compare some average day searches to Google. How does a search that I think most people make on a regular basis compare to the search results from Google? I think that's the big looking point. Like it or not, Google is the gold standard, I think, right now for search engines, maybe not for privacy, but for search results. We're going to be seeing how it compares. So before we do that though, do me a big favor. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. It really does help us because it lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. And hopefully we can help you learn something new. Now, by hitting that subscribe button, hitting that thumbs up, you help us out, but we hope that we can help you out, learn about Startpage and a whole lot more here on this channel. So hit that subscribe button, check out our older videos. We would really appreciate it. Now, Startpage does have a lot of information where you can adjust the different settings. You can filter by regions. You can get results just for your home country, for example, if you want. You can change the language, instant answers, default themes. There is the ability to control how many results and the temperature settings. Now, it always seems to default to Celsius, even though I'm in the US. Celsius is the default. You can go there, change it. You can change how the formats go. Being a European company, it goes day, month, year. In the US, we go month, day, year. So you can flip that around to 24-hour clock versus a 12. A lot of different filters here. One thing I do like is it does include a family filter on by default. Now that I'm a parent of 2 kids, you know, you want to be careful. You never know when you're searching for something, all of a sudden an inappropriate image pops up or an inappropriate video when you're trying to look up something completely unrelated, but you don't want your kids to suddenly see that. So it's a pretty cool filter there. You can turn it off for individual searches and more, which is pretty nice. Now, it does have a lot of different features here. You can save this all with a cookie to your computer, or you can actually create a customized link here and use that link across multiple devices, or just save that as a bookmark and they don't have to put a cookie on your browser, which is pretty nice. Now, with that out of the way, let's dive in here. Let's take a look at some common search results like places to eat near Dallas. Now, I included Dallas because when I put it in places to eat, it does give you just kind of a generic set of results. It doesn't actually look into any particular location. None of these are anywhere near me. We're talking Henderson to either Los Angeles. I'm guessing that's Los Angeles there, and more. So keep that in mind. There are results here if you just type in places to eat, but they're nowhere near where I am. They're completely random. So you do need to enter things like Dallas with this. And it does the same thing with weather. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Now you compare these results and it does give you some different pop-ups, dallas.eater.com, TripAdvisor, where you can find more. You compare that to Google and it will actually automatically show you some results right off the bat. And then it actually gives you many of the same results. Dallas, TripAdvisor, visit dallas.com. And you compare that right here, and it's actually the exact same top 3. You're getting the exact same top 3 results, but you're not getting that little snippet here at the top where it says, here are all the restaurants on a map for Google, for example. Now, as a website owner, I actually like that. I like the fact that, hey, you're driving traffic to my website. I worked hard to rank at the top to be the best. I don't want Google to just give you the information so you don't click on a link. On the flip side, it is actually pretty nice to have this little block sometimes and see what's around you, for example, and what time they open and close and more. So keep that in mind. I think the fact that it actually gives you the same links is nice, but I think a lot of people will like that too. Now the other one, we were talking about this earlier, localized weather. Typing in weather on Google gives you a local weather to where you are because they're following your GPS, your IP address, whatever, to find your location. Startpage does not do that. So if you want local weather for Dallas, you actually have to type in Dallas and search for that. And then you get a pretty standard setup here. You see again though, it's in the 24-hour clock time frame, and it is in Celsius. So keep that in mind. They are a for-profit company, so once again, you do have several ads at the top, and then below that, you get pretty standard things here with weather.com, AccuWeather, and a local NBC station. Let's see what Google does. So Google, very similar information. This time though, by default, it's in Fahrenheit, which is pretty nice. You got weather.com, AccuWeather, and the same NBC station. Very interesting that they're pulling the exact same results for the top 3 on both of these. Keep in mind. Now, one thing that Google does do with their Google News, they have several news stories here, which is something I have not seen from any of my searches with Startpage. You're completely missing that little news feature that likes to pop up and give you information on it. Now let's keep going. Now a specific address, again, you enter the address, it does give you the ability to go into MapQuest, the Yellow Pages, and more places. Very interesting. I don't see Google here. Maybe, yep, in the homepage, no Google Maps. Keep that in mind. Seems that MapQuest is their top when it comes to addresses. You enter that into Google and you get the standard one. You get MapQuest, Yellow Pages, and the Byron Center Chamber of Commerce again, which is a pretty interesting jump there. Once again, 100% it seems like, or very close, matching what the Google results are. They're just missing the quick jump into things like Google Maps. Now, another common search I would think would be things about sports teams and more. We're just going to use Michigan football here. And again, ads. It's a for-profit company. I have no problems with ads on it. And then you come down to the bottom and you get things like imgoblue.com, their official page, a couple of those. The Detroit Free Press, a pretty popular one there. Now here you get some news stories about them just below the official link there. And then you get Detroit Free Press and more. So extremely similar. It seems like they're not doubling. Startpage had double results from imgoblue.com. Google has worked hard recently to eliminate double results to give you more variety in what you pick. So it's interesting to see that right here. But that's it. That's the few searches I wanted to do. I do want to point out a few things. You can see family filters are on, and you flip them off and back on. You can select what region you want your search results from. And you can even say, hey, I want to see Michigan football from the past 24 hours. Here are only results from the last 24 hours. And this is where you will find a lot of news results and more, even though they're not categorized in news. Now, they do have a few things here. They do have images. They do have videos sections. And they do have a news section, much like you will see on Google. Now, the difference is there are a few other things. They don't have a shopping tab. They don't have books, flights, or finances on there. And there's no maps tab with it because they're not offering that service. And I don't believe from my research that they're offering any email options right now. So you're really just looking at this as a single straight up browser out there for your search engine. You're not looking at this as a complete package where, like Google, you can get pretty much everything you need: email, calendar, and more. So keep that in mind. Overall though, the actual search end results were very good, very close to what Google offered 99% of the time. The big difference is, I think, in the presentation and the lack of some widgets for things like maps. Now, they do have a few when it comes to example for weather. If you specifically give them where you are, you do get this weather. And you can go into the settings here and alter, Celsius to Fahrenheit, for example. And the time frame. If you want to go, for example, into a 12-hour clock AM PM, that switches there too. But the results, if you just go and click here, you go weather.com, or you click down below, you go to weather.com, there's the full results. It's just maybe another click there for the information you want versus Google just putting it there. Again, as a website owner, I like that. You as an end user may prefer to have all the information just right there so you don't have to dig down through a couple websites maybe. So there you go. That is your quick look at Startpage. What do you think? I like it. I like the no track. I would be cautious. I will throw this out. that even though that they may not be tracking your information, doesn't mean something on your computer is tracking it, your ISP is tracking it. There's still ways out there for your information to be tracked. Always assume anything you do on the internet is being watched. And I know there's VPNs and many different ways to try to do it. Just keep that in mind. I don't like to make promises on things I can't fulfill. And promising you a completely tracking-free experience is, in 2021, probably not capable, to be honest with you. You can have burner phones, VPNs, all kinds of stuff. And in today's day and age, if they want, it's still possible to track down what you're doing if somebody's really, really putting effort into it. So keep that in mind. But let me know what you think. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. We really appreciate it because it lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. Hopefully we can help you learn something new about the world around you. Until next time, check out our other videos. Thanks for your subscription. Thanks to you for your like and that support. We really appreciate it.